Hello everyone, it's me Devarath Purandare, and in this video we are going to make a landing page for our YouTube channel. So I'm going to use Firebase CLI. I'm going to use Visual Studio Code because I am going to be doing this web application with live server. So live server is very important. Uh, so let's get started. So please make sure you have Node.js installed. That is npm, which is Node Package Manager, because we are going to need Node Package Manager to install Firebase. And also, we are going to make and deploy it on the web. So for that we need Firebase, and I hope so you know how to make a Firebase project. Okay, here we go. Now let's replace this document to let's replace this document to uh, team yellow dragon, and tutorial. Here we go. Now let's make a container for navigation, which is going to be nav container. Okay, and now let's make a navbar. Now the header. Okay, now let's make a and not low. Oops, sorry. Reference to hashtag, and here let's say team yellow span class lower span what lower span and your dragons. Done. Now now let's do the other part, which is dot list container, and enter. And now let's keep a ul. Now let's keep a li. Now let's keep a and let's keep it button. Ref, let's keep it to hashtag again. And after this button, let's keep this to Google. And let's alt plus shift plus down arrow key. And yeah, and instead of button, let's keep this to official, means official website. So official. Okay, now let's open it with live server. Let's keep it to minimum. Oh, this is the minimum. Okay, so this width says 500, which is the minimum. And let's keep this to 500 too. Okay, here we go. Now let's make the other parts, which is dot hero container. Now let's make a h1, which is going to be h1 dot h1 text. Let's name this hello. It's just raw HTML, so it's going to look very bad. It's just going to be hello and hi, or hello world, just for now. And there's also going to be a button dot YouTube, and it's going to be a call to action. So CTA, here we go, and it's going to say hi for now. I think that's not done with the body. We'll also give another UL over here, which is going to be dot footer dot footer section, section or container. You can use anything, so I'm going to use a container. Okay, let's just click enter. Let's create a UL. Let's create a LI. Contact. Contact. Let's add plus shift it 6 times. Uh, yeah, go to our site. Actually, we don't need this two over here. And over here, official. YouTube link. Okay, now let's delete this two over here down. And we are finally done. Let's go to the CSS part. So that's just so easy. It just takes a little of time. It doesn't take even 10 minutes. That's done. Now let's do the CSS. Okay, so for today we are going to use fonts. We are going to use a font called Poppin. Specimen. And it's going to be Poppins. Oops. Poppins. Here we go. Let's scroll down to medium 500. Like usual. Let's select the style. Let's link it first and then let's import it. So let's link it below the title. And now let's import it. So let's copy this. But before doing that, we have to link our CSS too. So let's do that first. Let's link it to CSS and it automatically links us to CSS. Let's just keep the style dot CSS, which is dot slash. Here we go. Let's paste it over here. And now let's make our body color, background. And it's going to be hashtag 2F, 2F, 2F. Oops, not 2F. And hashtag F2, F2, F2. Did that work? Hope so that did work. What's wrong? Yeah, so that's done. Actually, let's organize this and make it style. Let's make a folder called style. Oops, sorry, got to delete this. Go to recycle bin. Let's make a new folder called style. Here we go. We have already made this called style, and now let's import the CSS to this. So let's move it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We have already linked it to the CSS. Now let's create a new. Oops, yeah, what is wrong with me? Okay, so let's create a new folder called assets if we need some, and I think we are gonna need some. Actually, we're not gonna need some. Let's just delete it. Right click and delete and go for a sec. Okay, that's done. That works. Now let's go to CSS and do other CSS. Margin is should be 0. Font family should be Poppins. Now what's the problem? Style. Yes, it works. There's some error. And if you just do this, that would be more convenient if you're publishing this anywhere. So that's done. Uh, yeah, now let's go to the CSS part again. It's done over here. It looks pretty good now, but no, it doesn't look. No, it doesn't look. I was not serious. So nav container. Uh, Margin 0.5 EM unit. Here we go. And now logo part. Logo color should be red. It's not exactly red, so I'm just going to hover this, and I'm going to drag this to the bottom, not so much. There we go. And now let's keep it dot logo. There we go. Text decoration none. Text decoration none. That will make the underline below the dragon's go. Font family, font weight should be bold. Okay, so I'm going to import more fonts. So I'm just going to search for fonts. I'm just going to search for random fonts in Google Fonts. Lato. What fonts are over here? Right? Open Sans, Condensate. Okay, that. Okay. Ubuntu. What? They're good fonts. But I like Poppins the best. Hey, wow. That's epic. That's epic. Let's select the style. Let's open this right. Download. I do not want to download this. I just want to import this. Can I just import this? Select style. What? Okay, so we'll just this is not available, I guess. Let's see some other fonts. Hind. Well, I like that. Hebo. Anton. Jocelyn Serif. Let's select this. Um, Regular 400. Two. Let's click on download. I don't know. See, about Poppins was that whenever I used to use fonts, it's just telling me to download right away.
Hi Viva, I'm back.
Select the style, italic. Nope, actually, let's only stick with Poppins. Poppins will do great. Resize it again to 500. There we go. Okay, so now dot logo span. In brackets, let's keep color to dark cyan. It's good one. Here we go. It's done. Now let's do the UL. Display flex. Display, and it should be flex. Here we go. LI. What I want to do is margin left, and it should be 10 px or 20 px. 20 px is the best. Here we go. Over here now, again let's go to this and text, style decoration, uh, list style, and it should be about them. Wow, there's so many things over here. I liked it, but we are not, let's just not get disturbed. Here we go. Let's set the margin, margin left 200 px. Here we go. Margin top, margin top minus 1.5 EMU. uh and now let's do it for the dot button. Text decoration, none, and color should be black, which is equal to hashtag 000. You can even type black, but making this, it's just makes it perfect. Uh-oh. Well, it also happened to this, but we will worry about this later. We'll have to give this also some classes. We'll worry about this later. Or let's just delete that. Let's just delete the footer. Okay, now let's do the hovers. Dot button hover, and let's keep it to light color, light gray. Yep. And text decoration, we have to keep a text decoration. It looks pretty good. Over line. Here we are. So this is how it will look. That's unique. That looks good indeed. Okay, anyway, let's not go to that disturb, and let's make it for the hero container. uh background color, which should be blue, and we'll change it a little bit to some darkish things. Oops, that's too dark. Let's make it over here. Yes, we go. Padding, and it should be point, I mean 2 EM units. Yup, that's good. And dot h1 text, margin left for it should be 100 px. Go, here we go. Yes, let's just keep this display block of hero container. And the nav container, let's keep the display display to inherit. That's good. Now let's do some coding for the button. So it was just dot YouTube, was it? What was it? Dot YouTube city. Okay, good. Uh, border style, and it should be solid. Here it goes. Border color should be transparent. Here we go. Border radius should be x. We'll change it afterwards. Font family, Poppins. Size 0.10 EM unit. Make it to 0.75 EM unit. Don't know why is this not working. Well, let's keep margin to it. Margin left, 1px. It's too much. 320x. Yes, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Display. And let's make it into block. Good. 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 Width should be 20px. So that's using 1 EM unit. I know that's gonna be too much. I don't know what's. What we could do. Here it is. Now let's give a background color, which is F. I mean hashtag FFF, which is white technically. Okay, now let's set the padding. It's gonna be 1 EM unit. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Okay, there we go. It's enough. We will just reduce it. Okay, now let's take this to go to YouTube. Here we go. That's good. Let's increase the border radius, which is going to be 25. Here we go. It looks more neat. Fun family is 4 pins. Background color is white. Yeah, it's good now. It's good. It's clickable. Let's just make this from 0.75. Go. It looks neat. Looks tidy. No problem. Okay. Developing. Yes, it's good. Now let's do some hover for all this. So now dot YouTube CTA. Uh, oops. Uh, so let's. Oh, actually, it's a hover, right? So hover, and let's say background color to be blue. Background. Oh, not blue, not blue. Opposite to blue, which is red, which is here we go. But I think we'll take a lighter version. That's more. Here we go. Mm. Wow, this looks good. Here it looks good. Gold, it's gold is amazing. Gold is amazing. Okay, so now let's start developing for the desktop version. So I'm just going to unset this and I'm going to make it full screen. Now we are going to make this to come over here. So now let's do that. Let's go and let's type at media only screen and minimum width, which should be 768px. Now we go, and just to make sure it's working, let's type here body and bg background black. Yeah, it works. And once we minimize this, it's gone. Okay, good. Let's just delete this. Okay, so now once it is full screen, this too should go over here. So ul display, still gonna be flex, and margin, it's going to be 200 500x. So now let's see. Oops. Margin left. Let's see this. It looks good. So the thing is, the basic idea about this is once it's looking good. Okay, and now we are going to do is that margin top, margin top, and this is going to be 1 EM unit. What am I doing? Here we go. Let's see this. So this is what I'm talking about. And over here, it's yep. So it looks good. It looks good. Yep. And at one point, it will eventually go up there. Let's make this 720. Let's try now. It will, yep. See this. This is what I'm talking about. So it's looking good. So it's looking good. Yeah. That's done finally. So our mobile version is this, and oops, our mobile version is this, and our desktop version is this. Both look good. This is go to YouTube, click. Okay, now this we are going to center it over here. So let's do that again. What was it again? It was, just hold it over here. Okay, it's hero container dot hero container display block. Here we go. Same. And now let's worry about another, which is dot. So let's just keep display block over here. Display and let's block. So now text. H1 text, and it's going to be margin left, so margin left, and it's going to be 450px. Here we go. Don't know what's the error. Oops, forgot the dot. Here we go, and we also have to center the button. So let's do that. Button. It's dot YouTube CTA dot YouTube dot YouTube CTA. display, and it should be block, like this. Yes, margin left, and it should be 300px. Let's check more. Let's give it to 600px. Little bit more, which is going to be 675px. Here we go. And we are also going to keto container padding bottom, and it's going to be 200px. Let's just check. Sure, it works. Yeah, so let's keep it to 1000. Is that looking good? I don't think so. Let's just extend it to something like 75px. Or 125px. It works. So I think so this is looking good. This is a mobile version. I mean, this is at, oh, we've got another problem. Yeah, no problem. No problem, right? Oh, there is a problem. Okay, so this button we have to align it to 600. Let's see if that works. Yes, that's working. Uh, yes, that's working. That is amazing. Okay, so let's publish it. I've just installed Firebase so we can do all this stuff. I am here. Let's cd into our folder. So let's desktop, cd into YouTube. Let's see the, yep, and let's install npm install globally Firebase tools. Enter. It's going to take some while. So that's why you should have npm installed, and it's going to take some while. So I'm just going to mute myself, and I'm just going to come after this is done. So it is done. It has installed Firebase tools. Okay, now let's log in into Firebase. Firebase login. It will redirect us over here. If Firebase has got installed. So let's press Y and then press allow access and enter your PIN. It's done. Choose an account, which I'm taking our official account. Now just press allow and that's done. Firebase CLI login successful. Now let's Firebase init for hosting. Firebase init hosting. Press enter. That's again gonna take some time. So are you ready to process? Yes. Use an existing project. You need to make an project before this. So if you don't know how to make a project, as I told you, there are many I've taught to do that in my earlier videos. So please check that out. So use an existing project. Go to uh, the landing page. Yeah. So, public, no, and no. And that's done. You can see some other folders over here. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to uh we are going to copy this update as, so whatever that is. So we are going to copy this till script. Let's copy this. Okay, and now we are going to paste it in our index.html about after our css. Here we go. Now we can directly delete this index.html. Move to recycle bin 4404 html, or let's just delete it. Yes, here we go. Now let's move the style to public. Move. And now even let's move the html, I mean the index.html to the public. Move. Here we go. So that's done. Now let's deploy our application at last. So Firebase deploy is a simple command. Let's enter it, and here we go. So it's just going to deploy the application, and now this is the last part. And it has been deployed to this link. Let's copy this and let's paste it. Let's enter it, and this is what we have got. So finally, so thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and ring the bell for instant notifications. So bye bye and the next video.